Dear friends, welcome back with another machine on the Van Hub. The machine is Prime 1. The link will be added into the description section below so that you can download and play the machine if you want. This machine is not so complicated if you can follow along some sort of standard methodology and also very careful about the information provided by the machine or by the author. Okay, before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave thumbs up. This will help me with the YouTube algorithm. So without further ado, let's just get started. We can switch over to the Kali Linux VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. The utility I'd like to use would be netdiscover. So as you can see over here, the IP address of the target could be recognized as 130. So what should we do next? We need to do the port and service scanning. With a map to save time of this video, I have already completed before. So for now, we just get out its result. As you can see over here, I used the options like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan. Different service will use different script to scan, and the followed by the -p- to do the full range port scan. And the last option for all is ON to output the result into this file. So from the mmap scanning, we can tell that the target has two open port numbers. The first one is 22, which is running SSH service or secure shell service, and its corresponding version information, including the exact version number. As we know, this version is not updated, but I don't think we can find any vulnerability except the username enumeration vulnerability. And you can use a utility like search sprite to verify this point. Okay, the next one is 80, which is running HTTP service and also the version information Apache 2. So it's very obvious that what we have to do next, we need to do enumeration with this web application. Okay, both manually and automatically. Let's fire up the browser to do the manual enumeration first. Okay, we got the site back or the page. And here, this is the picture. We can download this picture to our working directory on the Kali Linux. And also we can check its source code, but nothing interesting, right? And I think we need to analyze the picture to see whether there is anything inside or embedded into the picture. But the EXIF2 utility can print out the metadata of this picture. And if you take a look at all metadata of this picture, nothing exciting or interesting we can get. Next, we can use Bing Walk to see whether there is any extracted file inside this picture, but not. So next, I think we need to check whether this site has robots file, right? Robots, but not found. Next, we can launch Licto to do the automatic enumeration. The header information, and also, the valid response with junk HTTP methods. This may cause false positives. Apache default file found. Okay, it's done, but we found nothing. Okay, next we can launch GoBuster to do the directory enumeration. As you can see over here, I use dir, a sub command, and to specify some options like URL and the word list, and also followed by the extension option. Okay, so now we can press enter. And we found something, the index.php. So let's take a look at the index.php. So this is the home page. Also the image PHP. Oh, sorry. Image. But we got the same picture back. Very weird, right? And also we found the WordPress directory. So we need to combine the automatic enumeration and the manual enumeration. And I think the browser is loading this WordPress. If no exception, this should be the WordPress CMS. It is, okay? And also the dev. So what it's about? Dev, development. So now you're at the level 0 stage. In real life pen testing, we should use our tools to dig on a web very hard. Okay, we are going to do this way. And the next secret, we can copy. Press enter. So looks like you have got some secrets. Okay, I just want to do some help to you. Do some more fuss on every page. Do some fuss. You know, I'm sure you know what a fuss means, right? On every page of a PHP, which was founded by you. And if you get any right parameter, so I think next there is one, at least one thing we need to do. We need to make fuzzing to fuzz out the right parameter, then follow the below steps. So I think we need to fuzz the parameter. I think we need to remove this information. So we need to fuzz the parameter for any page what we found. Okay, but before I do this, I'd like to make particular enumeration with WordPress, right? So I think we can launch WordPress scan utility, and WordPress, the E, press enter. So found the user Victor. I like this name, Victor. And next, I think we need to crack the password for this user. And this user should be administrator. If we can, and then we can log into the administrator's portal of WordPress. And then we can exploit this, the WordPress by modifying some file, okay? But, when I did the machine the first time, I spent a bit long time, but failed to retrieve the passwords. To save time of this video, I'd like to stop the such attack. So I think this is not maybe it's not the right direction for this machine. And usually, of course, we can make more comprehensive or aggressive scanning with plugin. But do you remember, the author has already told us we need to follow the instruction left by the machine or the author. We need to do some fuzzing and fuzz any message, right? And also, as you can see, we need to see the location text file. Maybe we can take a look at this file. But not found. So I think next we can, as we know now, we found page as follow, like index PHP and also the image PHP. And when we access both pages, we got the same information back from the target, which looks, which seems a bit weird, right? So next, I think we can make a fuzzing against the first page. So how to do? We can use the utility wfuzz, and maybe I can auto-complete this command. So we can use the fuzz as keyword and location. We just follow the, the instructions, see the location, and you will get your next move. Okay. So now I think the color, the output, and specify the URL by the option of -u, and specify the word list. Of course, you can use many different word list, but I always use this one. This word list is a bit big. This can be used for, scanning directly, but also can be used for the parameter. Okay, so now we can press enter. A lot of output. Of course, we need to put the filter, like the word of length 12. Let's press enter to see whether we can retrieve or, fuzzing, make fuzzing, and to retrieve the parameter name. We can, as you can see, the parameter name is the file, and so now we can the index file location text, and we got something this time. Okay, well, now you reach at the exact parameter. Now dig some more for the next one. Do you remember we found another page, PHP page, image? Use this parameter. Okay, so we can copy and put over here. So before we do that, I'd like to check whether we can use this parameter to access the local file, but not your digging wrong file. So maybe this is not, even if we put some like up layer recursively, then we got the same error. Okay, do something better. Of course, we will. And next, we can access the image, and this time we can pass the parameter, different parameter, this one, and we can try to access like password file. As you can see, we got the content of this file back from the target. Maybe this one is not so straightforward to understand, so we can check its source code. This will be better. Okay, the format is, more organized, and we got something. I think the first one we found the user circuit, and maybe we can copy. We can use the terminal. This would be better. Okay, and this would be clear. Okay, and we found the Victor. This would be the another username. However, here there's something hidden in this line. Find password file in my directory. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. The home directory circuit. And we got the right parameter finally, and this should be the password. Okay, we can copy And this password should be. So next, I think we can check whether we can use the username and also this password to SSH to the target. Okay, Victor, the password, but doesn't work. Next, we can try to use the second. Paste the password in here. But this doesn't work either. So how to do? Where to use this password? Do you remember? During the WordPress immersion, we have already found the administrator's username, Victor. So maybe we can use this information to log into the WordPress. And the directory or the entry should be this one. So WordPress. So we have trouble. Interesting. Why? Maybe I need to restart my. So however, why I got this error? Even I cannot access WordPress. So wait a moment, I need to restart the target machine. See you there. Welcome back. Now let's continue. After I restarted my target machine, now the application is accessible again. Now we can access its admin page, and the username should be Victor, and its password here. We copy and paste in here. Okay. It's loading. After we log in to the WordPress, we need to check whether the current user is an administrator or not. If it is an administrator, then we need to try to exploit the WordPress to get initial foothold. So how to do? To exploit I'd like to make very quick recap. First one, we can go to the theme and try to, modify or replace the 404 PHP file with our malicious PHP code. And if this cannot work, and then we can use Metasploit. And if not, and then we can try to, install the plugin. And if not, and then we need to try something else, something else. Okay, this should be the some sort of standard methodology for the exploiting WordPress. Okay, it's loading. It's loaded, and now we can go to the appearance and go to the theme editor and go to the 404 template. However, if you scroll down to the bottom, even no button for updating the file. So this way cannot work. So how to do? I think we can try to use this one, Metasploit. So how to do? We can launch Metasploit console. And then, there is one model for uploading web shell to the WordPress. I believe I've already, maybe I can continue, search, because I cannot remember its exact name. And then we can use this module to upload the web shell to the target, and we can set localhost to our Kali Linux, set local port number to 555, and also set remote host to our target, and set the username to Victor, and set a password to, we can copy from here. Yeah, this should be the password. Okay, and then we can run it. Oh, sorry, I need to set the target URI with the press, and then we can run it. However, exploit aborted due to failed to upload the payload. So I think the reason is caused by the permission. We cannot write a file to the target. So next, I think we need to take a look at the second way, plugins, and if we can add the new one. It's loading. Why it's taking so long? I think pen testing is very funny. You know, even not the real scenario or real engagement, we can improve our skills by pen testing the CTF like machines, right? Improve skills on the cybersecurity. So this is another reason why I upload and make and upload the videos on this field almost every day. So unexpected error. So maybe we cannot. We can upload. If you want, you can try it. But to save the time of this video, this will not work at all. So it means that the third way cannot work either. So how to do? Actually, we need to, should be very patient and very careful. If you go to the themes, theme editor, if you take a look at the which one? These theme files very carefully and very closely. There is one very weird. Usually, the standard WordPress installation will not have such a secret PHP. And here, as you can see this button in blue color. We can update file. So this time, I think we can exit from the Metasploit console, and I've already got the malicious PHP file, and which you can get from the Pentest Monkey website. So for now, we just we can copy its entire code of this file, and then we can put in here just we can do with the 404 PHP file, okay? And then we can update. As you can see, file I edit successfully, okay? It means that we have already uploaded the web shell to the target. So next we can, set up the listener on the Kali Linux. Next we need to access this file secret. So how to get the location? We can go to the WordPress homepage and then check its source code. It's loading. Okay, and now we can copy this source. Copy and put over here, and then the file name should be secret.php, and then we can copy this up the URL paste in here, press enter. It looks like it's working perfectly. As you can see, we have already got the collection from the target, and then we can spawn the interactive shell by Python import pdy module spawn, and also we can export the term variable. And then we can clear the screen. And next we need to do some local immersion. We have already got to know the username information, so we do not need to take a look at it again. Next one, we can go to the home directory and go to the circuit. And then we can get the user flag and also the password. So, of course, this information we have already got it before ink. So how about the ink? So this one, this is the executable, no read permission. Let's run it. The password, maybe we can use the password. And we can go into the Victor. So permission denied. And also we can check the kernel. The kernel is very old. So I think there should be some exploit for this kernel. But before we do that, I'd like to make some more local immersion. OPT, the backup. Server, database. Interesting, backup. So your password for backup database file ink is backup password. And also we can take a look at this file. Oh, because the size is 0. So we can copy this one. We don't know where to use this password yet. Okay, so next we can go to the var to make further local immersion. Backups. Nothing there. Go to www directory. Go to HTML. And so H. Victor. Go to WordPress. We cut out the configuration file. We can get the username and the password. We can copy. And the username is WordPress. So next, I think we can log into the database, right? We can copy the password. And show databases. Use WordPress and show tables. Select dump the user tables. So Victor, of course, nothing important because we have already got its clear text password. So now we can exit. So what should we do next? Maybe we can upload the Nimpier shell script to do the automatic immersion, right? I've already got this script ready. So now I think we need to set up the web server on the Kali Linux. And then we can, sorry, here, not here. Nimpiers. And we need to make it executable. And then we can run it. So the objective here is to elevate privilege to root user, right? And to do that, we need to do the comprehensive enumeration. And also we need to combine the manual enumeration and the automatic enumeration. If the target machine is Linux machine, and then we can make use of Nympia shell script. This script is so fantastic, can make enumeration very completely, and will not miss almost everything. However, a very important point I'd like to raise here, we cannot rely on the automatic enumeration. Sometimes the manual enumeration is also very important. It's done, and we can take a look at the output from this Nympia shell script, the capabilities, SUID, nothing there. ENC, no password. Interesting. We can copy, but we need to provide, and we can continue our scrolling to see whether we can find some vector which allow us to elevate privilege. I think there are a lot of exploits there, but before we try to utilize such exploits manually, I'd like to utilize the Metasploit to elevate. So how to do? First of all, we need to, maybe we can open up another tab. We need to use MS Vellum to create the payload. Sorry, not this one. MS Vellum and the Linux, and we can autocomplete this command. Of course, the IP address we need to change, and the port number maybe we can modify to 66. Okay, press enter. All right, the payload has been created with or by MS Vellum. So next we can launch Metasploit console, my bad. And also we can use wget to upload met, and we need to change the mode. And before we run this payload, we need to set up the handler, multi-handler, and we need to change the payload to this one. We can copy, and then we can set the local host to our Kali Linux, and set local port number to 6666, and then we can run it. The handler has started, and now we can execute this payload, and then we can get the Metasploit. Okay, we can background this Metasploit session by pressing keys Control and Z, and then we can search suggester, and we can use this module. This is the post exploitation module, and we can show options. I think only one option to configure its session, and then we can run it, and then this post exploitation module is trying to collect all available exploits, and then we can afterwards we can utilize such exploit to elevate privilege. Okay. Now it's running check method for collected exploit. When it's done, then we can, we can use or run the exploit module. For example, like this one, we can copy. If this one doesn't work, and then we can try the next. Okay, it's over. We can use this module to try, and then we can show options. We can set local host to our Kali Linux, set local port number to another available port number on the Kali Linux, set the session to 1, and then we can run it to see whether we can successfully elevate privilege to root user. I think it's working, and get UID. The user is root, and then we can get interactive shell, and then we can navigate to root directory and to grab the final flag. So that's all I'd like to take in this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.